Welcome to our channel, where we explore the power of affirmations in deepening our connection with higher source. In this video, we discover how to realign our relationship with the divine. Greetings, everyone. It is another Monday mindfulness episode where we're going to take a look at the teachings of Abraham and really make it more personal by bringing Abraham into our time together. I've already pulled the cards, I've rolled the dice. This week we are focusing on the relationship we have and our alignment with higher source. So alignment with higher source, your relationship with something that is higher than this earthly being, this vessel. And so as we look at that, I'd like you to think about which of the card decks you are being called to take a look at this point. So we use the 4 decks, and this one happens to be right in the flow. You've seen me talk about the various parts of the board, and this particular one is very near the center. It is all about being close to alignment in not only the vertical connection with higher self and higher source, it is also in the flow, riding all along the flow. And we're talking about relationships with that. So in my experiences and the studies that I've done, it's all about relationships. It's how we are relating ourselves to the rest of the cosmos, each other and ourselves, nature, the experiences we have. It's all a relationship, and how we cultivate that relationship is such an important thing for us all to delve into. It looks like a card is peeking through. All right. Shh. Okay, ready. Here we go. Ready? Since we're talking about the relationship realm, I'm going to use the Ask and It Is Given cards. So think about, is this the deck for you? Is one of the other decks calling you? For those who have picked this deck, here's your card. But what about all those innocent little babies? Even your babies are offering vibrations that the universe is matching. Like you, your little ones are influenced by the vibrations of those who surround them. But nevertheless, they are creating their own reality. And like you, long before their physical birth, they set into motion this life experience they are now living. So it's this alignment with higher source that is even happening from the fetus level of existence. Okay, there we go. What do you think of that one? That's kind of curious. Remember, we're talking relationship. Everything is in relationship with itself and with the cosmos, and the cosmos is in relationship with us, which we are itself. That's blowing my mind. That's really a fun one. I like that. Okay, so then we'll go to the law of attraction. And this one was trying to peek out, as you know. So here we go. Inspired action from aligned thoughts is joyful action. We're focusing again on alignment with higher source. Higher source is all about joy. Action offered from a place of contradicted thought is hard, unsatisfying work, and does not yield good results. But when you really feel good about jumping into action, that is a clear sign that you are not offering thoughts that are contradictory to your own desires. You know, it's said, if it's not a heck yes, it's a heck no. I'm thinking that's what we're talking about here. So the relationship we have with higher source is totally about the vibrational, emotional joy level of being. I love it. I have to say, when I am all about it, it's grand and glorious. Makes sense to me. We'll go to the health and attraction card. It says, my strong imagined positive desires can outweigh negative belief patterns. I don't know if you can see that, but there we go. It says, anything that you practice in your mind until the idea begins to feel natural to you must come to physical fruition. The law of attraction guarantees it. As you practice new thoughts, reaching for improved emotions, and then see the evidence that the universe will provide, you will come to know your own true power. If someone were to tell you that you are experiencing an incurable disease, you could then say with confidence, I will decide what I will live, for I am the creator of my experience. If your desire is strong enough, it can outweigh your negative beliefs, and your recovery will begin. I love that. For health, it's the placebo effect. What people believe is being administered to them, they will many times go forward in with healing, thinking that they've been given the right medicine. I know Bruce Lipton has done a lot of work on that, and I believe that's what I remember him saying. It was something along that line, that it was astounding how those who were given a placebo did just as well or better than those who were given the actual medicine. So I don't have those studies in front of me, but take it with a grain of salt. Go research that yourself. But really, how we think, what we want to believe, what we want to know is so powerful. That's how powerful we are. That's why we're 2 parts spiritual, because miracles are like, well, of course we can do miracles. Well, of course we can change. This is just a physical expression. If we decide something else, then it shifts and it changes because we've shifted and changed the vibrational experience. We can change the vibrational pattern by various means, and the greatest one is what we believe to be true. And I would encourage you to explore. Do you believe you are actually a spiritual being experiencing a temporal physical journey? What would that mean for you? What would that change in your life, in your beliefs, in your thought systems? Let's see what well-being cards are going to be able to tell us. I want to feel good today, no matter where I'm going, no matter what I am doing, no matter who I am doing it with. It is my dominant intention to see that which I am wanting to see. Thinking about that with our alignment with higher source. Higher source is all about peace, love, harmony. It's all about the give and take in life, the rebalancing when things get off kilter. Nature has that ability to bring more refinement so that there's greater health for that area that is struggling. So if you're feeling like you're out of alignment, what would it take to get aligned back with your higher source? It's going to take some joy. Go for joy. So it's comedies, it's being with joyous people, joyous events, and enjoying your life, intentionally enjoying and choosing joy. And maybe use more colors like yellows around you. Maybe go to playgrounds where kids are laughing and having a good time. I enjoy hearing the joy in little ones' voices. They really are just all about being in the moment and enjoying what's going on in the playground and being with others, or just being themselves in the energy of the others, having a good time. It doesn't matter. Find a place where you can lift yourself up. Human design talks about that a lot of times just getting into a restaurant or other places where there are other people. There's something in us that is able to connect. We're maybe feeling depleted in or don't feel like we have ourselves, and someone else has that vibration, and we can bring ourselves up by doing that for ourselves. And we do that for others because there's times when others don't have what we have. I know you are amazing, and your ability to be able to just shine your light is a way for others to get energized in good ways. So rather than being depleted in environments where there's a lot of people, think more about how am I receiving joy? And I'm happy to send out all the joy vibes I've got going on too. It's such a cool relationship with the higher source, and we are just here for each other. Source, ourselves, others, we all bring it together. It's a wonderful and glorious thing that this adventure, this soul path adventure, teaches all of us how to do that. So you're going, well, that's fine, but how can I actually practically do that in a way that makes more sense? How do I tie this together? So let's take a look at getting into the vortex. There's our deck, and I'm going to shuffle right now. How can we, Abraham, how can we do this? It says, I'll envision the behavior I desire to inspire. I love this. All right. If I were a parent or anyone wanting to inspire positive behavior from another, we would do our personal vibrational work first. We would align with our source energy, alignment with higher source, all right? By envisioning the outcome we seek and by holding those involved as positive objects of our attention. We would not allow any current unwanted behavior to be the reason for our attention to them. So what you see is what you're going to get. How about starting to take another look and go, you know what? I really do like the way they, and fill in the blank. How are you seeing them in the brightest, most loving, joyous way possible? If you need some help on that, I would love to hear your comments where we can actually talk about it, because this is so key, so fundamental. If you can get this, any of us, all of us can get this, we have the power to change the world for the better. And I think everyone wants world peace, right? I know I do. And it might seem cliche, but my goodness, in your relationships, have you not found that when you look for the best in people, they really do deliver more than if you expect the worst? A sour attitude towards somebody is going to be picked up vibrationally by those around you and even them, and then it's just not pleasant. But when you are encouraging and loving, if you've ever been around encouraging and loving people who just want to love you, they just want to get interested in you. What do you love? What do you like? Oh, you're kind of different from us. You're unique, and I kind of like knowing more about what you have, and I'm going to celebrate what you do because I do me things, you do you things. We can compare notes. Why are you where you're at? Why am I where I'm at? And how are we all just living the life? We're living the dream. Thank you all. This is just such a fun series for me to do. I'm thoroughly enjoying this ability to be with you and playing amongst these cards and getting more of a full vision of how it completes our lives. The 5 points that we're looking at are emotional, physical, relationships, and material experiences, all culminating into how do we find our way to really spiral up into the vortex where it just gets better and better and better. So I thank you for all the likes, loves, comments, your shares. Let me know what you're thinking and what you'd like me to look at for you next time. And thanks to Abraham for helping us all find our way in this crazy life, but it's a great life too, right? Take care. Till next time.